Okay, so this is probably not the best time to be making this after what happened last round, but whatever. I want to be completely honest. I don't remember the last video confessional I did where I ended. Um, so I'm just gonna start from merge. Oh my god. Round one was fairly easy. Um, actually, no, it wasn't. What the fuck am I saying? I've already forgotten what happened round one. Um, Round one was where I played my idol, right, and completely wasted it. Round one emerge. Um, should have been super easy. Keyword is should have. Um, but this cast hates easy. So here we are. Um, so it should have been a really easy Colburn vote. It turns into either a me or Jarhead vote, which I believe was orchestrated by Tyler and Colburn. I'm still not 100% sure on that. Um, Either way, I choose to believe it was of them. Will that fuck me over in the end? I don't know, but we're gonna just go with it. Should have been a really easy Colburn vote, turned into me or Jarhead. Um, Sounds like Mason was trying to get it onto me for a while. Um, Sorry, I've still got people trying to kiss my ass from this last vote. And I refuse to reply to people right now. But yes, so Mason leaked it to me first. And then um Gnome, Joker, Ava, Renee, and Guy. I think that's everyone. Akira. They all leaked it to me. Um Keep in mind, I'm trying to get ready for a party during all of this. I'm actively like my best friend comes over to help pick up Jello shots. I'm trying to get ready. I just gotten out of the shower and everyone's telling me about this fucking blindside that may or may not be happening. Um So I get the idol the night before and I'm like, fuck it. Um, I'm gonna play it. I'd rather be safe than sorry because I'm not going home before somebody who's extremely inactive like Colburn. Sorry, not sorry. I am not gonna sugarcoat it. I refuse to go home before somebody who literally does nothing. Um, so yeah, I played it. It was useless. Didn't need it, and I knew that. And I think if I had, um, I hadn't been in the middle of a party, I probably wouldn't have played it, but also I might have just because I knew Tyler and Guy knew about it because they were the only two that were there while as I was solving it. So I knew Tyler knew about it, and that's kind of who I didn't care the guy knew about it because he already knows about my other one. Um Tyler knowing about it on the other hand was a big issue. So I knew if I played it, it would get that target off my back. And it might have just it was probably just worth it, just so I wasn't targeted the next round. Um Not gonna lie, I thought it would be put back in rotation. Um, so I kinda I thought I would get it again. That has not happened yet, so we'll see. I don't think that's gonna be put back in rotation though. I don't know. It could not. I don't know. But yeah, that was round one. Everyone tried to blindside me, then wussed out and decided to do the easy vote, which is Colburn. And the reason is because I have a good social game and Colburn doesn't. Woohoo! He should try playing the game and maybe he would have been safe. Anyways, I'm not gonna. Anyways, um, round two, I win immunity, which I probably didn't need, but also was very, very happy to have. Also, I did that shit hungover and still beat these people by half their time. Just saying. Um, But yeah, immunity was nice. I ended up getting my way, which was Tyler, which was amazing because I didn't trust him whatsoever, especially after last round. I didn't trust him going into merge, and I sure as hell didn't trust him after he plotted a blindside against me or my duo. Um, So yeah, round two was really easy. I don't even think there was a decoy vote out there. Um, but yeah, Tyler's first member of jury. Whatever, I don't care. Um, I'm not gonna kiss ass to him. He can either decide to like my game or not. I don't care. Um, Again, social connections are an amazing thing to have. Now, this past round, um, to say I was worried was an understatement solely because of touchy subject results. Because while I didn't win a couple of them, um, a lot of people put me thinking I was going to win them, which is not a good look to have. So that's kind of not fun. Um, so for example, I think like one of them was who's most likely to win the game, who is actually running the game, who do you think has the most successful safari run? Um, Trying to think of a couple others and I can't. What I did actually win though is who mistakenly thinks they're running the game. So that's fun, I guess. If they want to think I'm mistakenly running the game, they can think that. Um, they'll be shocked when I do run the game. So, this round was just, it was a lot. Um, because I knew all day it was way too easy. And I knew that Gnome coming to me 30 minutes before the vote saying, "Who do I vote?" was complete bullshit. Um, like, there's just no way no one gave him a decoy vote. Like, there's literally no way. And there's no way Gnome wasn't freaking out about it more. Um, 30 minutes beforehand. Like, there's just no fucking way that he didn't have they didn't have a plan. Um, and so I kind of just like I knew that if I was getting blindsided, I had the half idol, but I also knew there was nothing I could do. Like either Guy was against me or he was with me. And with Guy comes Renee. So either they were with me and we had the numbers or they were against me and we didn't have the numbers. So I kind of just like was helpless there, which really kind of sucks. Um, and I had sent Meg a message basically saying, hey, like, I meant what I said about wanting to work together, blah, 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 and she completely ignored it and replied to my message asking about her LASIK surgery. So and she also said earlier how voting, like, they were trying to vote somebody who would open up the game a lot more. And she said that would be Gnome. And I'm like, okay, right. In what world is that Gnome? There was lots of red flags. So I knew it was happening just based on context clues and how people were acting, but I also knew I didn't really have the power to change it because nobody would tell me. Um, so that kind of sucks. Um, to kind of be in that helpless position with a half idol. That's the worst part is I was in that position with an idol. Um, so yeah, that's fun. I do think I'll be fine for a while because Renee knows that I think I'll probably get fifth or sixth unless I go on an immunity spree. Which I have done before. I can do again. Um, but I do think like Renee knows that if she gets rid of me, she is the next biggest target. She is the front runner of the game. Right now, I think the two of us are kind of the front runners of the game. We're the biggest threats. And she knows, and I know, that I can't get rid of her and she can't get rid of me because the other one's dead in the water if they do. Um, her social connections can only get her so far, and Jarhead's blindside proves that. So now I've got a bunch of people trying to kiss my ass, which I guess is a good position to be in, but also my duo just got blindsided and I didn't know about it. So it's kind of like I don't really know what position I'm in right now. Um, According to Guy, I really should have listened to voice memos before I did this. Um, so I can give you more information. But according to Guy, they did it because they were afraid of our OG tribe sticking together and being really strong, which and there being four of us, which doesn't make any fucking sense considering the fact that we were gonna vote out one of our own people. And the blue tribe, the OG blue tribe also has four people. So now they've made themselves a target. Um, so yeah, I don't understand where the logic behind that is. I mean, I guess they know that like me, Mason, Jarhead were in the alliance with them, but like I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me considering we were just targeted for our numbers, but now you've put yourself into the majority numbers for OG tribe lines. Make it make sense. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It was a rough round. Um, I want immunity, but I also don't want to become an immunity threat. Um, because I almost won touchy subjects, and I won the round before, and if I win this round, that's three in a row that I've gotten first, second, first. Um, so I'm like kind of torn. I don't throw challenges, but also like I could probably take a gamble with this one, although this one's more so like really the only skill behind it is a flow puzzle, which I'm amazing at. So I don't know. I feel like I could probably pull off the fact that we could be like, well, it was just all luck. But the flow puzzle is going to be where my skill kind of shows off. So I don't know. Have yet to lose an immunity competition for a flow puzzle. And I do not plan on breaking that streak now. So if they want to target me for it, whatever. Um, the guy did say that he owes me one this round. I had a VC with Ava. Ava did say she still wants to work with me and is protecting the girls, which I guess I actively hate two of the girls right now. I actively have zero trust with two of the girls right now. So we'll see how that goes. Those two being Akira and Meg, by the way. I don't trust them whatsoever. But yeah, well, this next round is going to be telling about how much people actually mean what they say in terms of like me, in terms of wanting to work with me. I think Mason might be screwed over here because apparently he threw out Ava's name to Renee, and that's why this whole thing started. So it's all Mason's fault. Um, so that was fun to find out. But yeah, it sounds like he would have been the target um if he wasn't immune. And Guy told me that it was between me and Jarhead. When I asked Ava about it, Ava said like I was never gonna I was never in contention basically. Which could just be that she has a different understanding of like what I meant by that. My question was more so, did my name ever get brought up? She might have taken it as, well, you were never going to go home because no one wanted to vote you. So it could be two different interpretations of it there, or it could just be that she lied about it. I don't know. But yeah, that's about where everything is. I sent Noam a message basically saying, hey, we're even at this point. You voted me round one, I voted you here. I wasn't given another option. So, you know, if I was given another option, I would have taken it. But yours was the only name I was given. So, sorry. um, I do think I probably would have voted Jarhead if I had known. Um, I mean, I probably would have I would have tried to sway the vote, but if it was obvious it wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't gonna sink my game for him, and I would have voted him. Um, I have voted out my closest allies before, and I would have done it again. So I don't know. It kind of. I was telling Ava like I understand why you didn't tell me. I understand why you guys didn't tell me, but I had hoped we had built that level of trust that like you could have told me. Like I don't have anything save him. I mean technically I do, but I would have required Guy to also idle him. And I also like sorry, I'm not wasting an idol on Jarhead. Like that is my idol. I am using it for myself with Guy's permission, of course. Which fucking sucks. Might I add, that's an awful fucking item. And I'm so dumb for giving it to Guy. Um, at the time, I didn't think about the fact that I could have held on to it and waited to give it to somebody, and I thought I just needed to give it to somebody immediately. That's probably a good idea though, because then it gets me close to Renee and builds that connection. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of what ifs at this point right now. Um, so I'm kind of just in limbo, trying to fight my way through. I do think I'm looking at probably fifth place, unless of course I win immunity. I think me and Renee are looking at fifth, somewhere between sixth and fourth. Um, so yeah, I'm very curious to see how that goes. Because like I said, we both like have the understanding that if one of us goes, the other one goes. Like, there is no like it doesn't matter how good her social connections are. She's playing a great game, so am I. Like we're shields for each other. So we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of how everything's been going. Sorry I didn't send a video confessional earlier. Um, life's been rough recently. So yeah, I gotta go talk to people that I hate talking to for the majority of it. So, yay, go me.